that was me improvising a little bit with the pentatonic scale, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Matheus Canteri. I'm a professional musician here in Nashville, Tennessee, where playing hot chicken picking licks is the only way to survive. And today I have 5 simple recipes of how to use the pentatonic scale in a 1-4-5 progression. Well, there's many ways to use the pentatonic scale or any scale over different chords. For example, if we're playing over a dominant chord, say D7, we can do the D major pentatonic. We can also do D minor pentatonic and get that bluesy sound. We can also do the Mixolydian scale. And we can also use some passing tones, add some chromatic lines and add some color to your phrasing. But here's the thing though, at some point you're going to realize if you do everything all the time, you're going to lose the impact and the contrast of each of those scales. So that's why I want to show you some concepts, and this is also a good way to exercise. Force yourself to play a certain scale over a certain chord. So let's get to it. And as usual, make sure you guys watch until the end because I got a special surprise for you. The first scale most of us learn is the minor pentatonic scale. And over this 1-4-5 progression in the key of D, so in this case we have D major, G major, and A major. We can use that D minor pentatonic scale the whole time and it works. In fact, many well-known players have built their whole career playing just that one scale. So simplicity can be great sometimes. Now let's do the opposite of that. Let's use the major pentatonic scale, but we're going to change with the chords. And that means that when the D major is playing, we're going to use the D major pentatonic scale. When it goes to G, we're going to move to G major pentatonic scale, and the same for A. Now here's a fun one. We're going to use the D major pentatonic scale over D, and we're also going to use the A major pentatonic scale over A. But when it goes to the 4 chord, the G major, we're going to use D minor. This time, let's use the D minor pentatonic scale over the 1 chord only, and then use G major for G and A major pentatonic for A. The last recipe is very similar to the second one, so everything is major up until the very end, what we call the turnaround part, where it goes from the 1 chord to the 5 chord and back to the 1 chord. At that moment, we're going to use the D minor pentatonic scale and wrap up our solo with a bluesy sound. I told you I had a surprise for you, so here's a couple licks. One lick over the D major pentatonic scale and another lick over D minor pentatonic. And one thing I suggest you do with these licks is explore them and use them all over the neck. So for example, the major pentatonic one, it starts on the root and it ends on the root again, one octave higher though. But you can start it all over again from there. So, and the fingering changes a little bit, but that's part of getting to know the fretboard well. So, you know, just try to do it starting with your pinky, for example. And then you get to know the fretboard a lot better if you do that. Do the same for the minor lick, and even combine those, because combining major pentatonic scales and the minor pentatonic is one of the most common recipes for soloing over country music. So, for example, I can do combining those two licks. So I went major. Once I got to the root here, I went back with our minor lick. And listen to the scale. That's the most important thing, you know, because you want to be able to tell apart the sound of each of those scales. The major pentatonic is more like happy sounding, and then the minor is definitely bluesy, you know, because you want to make decisions based on what sound you want to get and not purely a mechanical choice, you know, because that never sounds good. So that's why it's important to listen to what you're playing, and that'll take your phrasing to the next level. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you click like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to learn more, I got some links for you in the description. I have instructional videos for sale. I have a Patreon full of solos transcribed that you can work on. I also have a video called Phrasing Over Chord Changes with Only 5 Licks that I definitely recommend you watch it after this one, because it might give you some good ideas on how to visualize the chord shapes over the fretboard and find your scales. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of content would you like me to cover here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.